This letter that I hold in my hand is dated 1984 and I found it inside a library book. Written for a friend by a friend. I do not know whoever is the sender or even the receiver of this letter is. The only clues I have is what library this came from and what was the last date that this was borrowed. It is written on a very thin parchment, 5 pages. At the back of the book, all you can see is January 15 and you could not make out the year that it was last borrowed. But the year before that was 1969. Now let's read this treasure. Also, the handwriting is at times difficult to read, so please bear with me and I would sometimes not be able to read the words. I'll try my best. Page 1. 04/1984. 00:47 hours. That's 12:47 a.m. if I'm not mistaken. That's in military time. Dear Itus, well, hello there, old friend. I hope you're feeling a lot better now as you read this letter. As you probably know by now, I heard you got operated about 3 weeks ago. Your appendix blew out and I really wish you're okay now and have gained your weight back, for I know your dates with girls are being held back. Next paragraph. But I also know you're a tough guy, one of the characteristics of Knave. And Knave is spelled Knave. I don't really know what that is. And it's gonna take a whole lot more than an appendix blowing out to put you out of commission. So I am assuming they are in the military. And also the book is from Clark, and there used to be an air base of Americans there. There's still an air base there here in the Philippines, but it's occupied by Filipinos and not anymore by Americans. And pardon me for the mistake I said a while ago. You're probably already going out with the broads. I'm not really sure what this is. Broads before you received this letter and probably hurting about it than your operation. I think that's something green, but I'm not really sure about it. In any case, I wish you well for a great comeback. I suppose you haven't been to school for a while, and as I heard from Christy, correct me if I'm wrong, you also missed your final exams last March. Open close parenthesis. Sometime around that. Do they have any connections with your graduation? I wish you could make them up as soon as you can, if you can. Open close parenthesis. Can? Could? Well, since your school is temporarily down, I suppose you're in vacation taking some rest from the incident. Did you stay in your house at Sun Valley, or did you go home to... I can't read this. It's like Monday, Drende, I'm not really sure. My guess is that you stayed in, that place again, Monday. I'll just say Monday, because you need some fresh air. But then, you probably, page 2. You probably stayed in Sun Valley, because your family works there. Oh, Manila. And they have to look after you. In either case, just make sure you eat lots of fruits, especially the ones rich in protein, but open close parenthesis. And don't forget the vitamins and carbohydrates, and rest and sleep. Well, if you'll ask me how I'm doing here, I'm just fine. Right now, 04/1984, I'm in the middle of my spring recess, 1 week vacation. And so far, nothing real great has happened yet. I've been going to the movies and beaches almost every night, trying to have fun. I've seen with my friends here some real good movies, and been to the beaches at night and have some bar. Yes, he just said his sentence again. Wrote some bun. Watching girls walk by and trying to pick them up. But my real plan for this vacation is to go out with this girl. And to start at the beginning, this is how it went. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I've got a class at 11 a.m. and a break before it. And every time I'm on my way to my class, I always see this girl waiting by the bookstore. Open close parenthesis, where I pass by. And after passing her by, we started smiling to each other as a way of saying hi. Then one time, as I was walking to my class, I saw her. One time, as I was walking to my class, I saw her walking towards my way, going the opposite way. And so we said hi, and this time in words, with smiles. And so since then, we always say hi to each other whenever we see each other. Our days, page 3, passed by. She started to really get my attention, and it seemed the same way for her. So I started asking questions about her from my friends, and they told me her name, what high school she went to, her year in college, and her age. But that about it. Yep, he said that. But that about it. No phone numbers or address. God, leaving the important details. Come on. Find better intelligence friends. I figured out if I don't talk to her, I won't get those numbers and address. But I couldn't get myself to talk to her. Open close parenthesis, shyness amigo. No matter how I tried, whether the situation is good or not, then I found out that she's got a bowling class on Monday mornings at 9 to 10:40. And so I decided to watch her one day. I love bowling. And that is, open close parenthesis, Monday. So there I was, wanting to talk to her, but couldn't do it. Time passed by, and she finished bowling, and I said to myself, "You're gonna blow this one again, Erwin." Thinking that she already left, I started watching the other bowlers. Then suddenly, I heard a voice from behind me saying, "So, you like to watch people bowl, huh?" Para lang movies. And when I looked, guess what? Or who? Open close parenthesis. It was her. So, we started talking. Open close parenthesis. I couldn't believe she... Open close parenthesis. Her coming up to me and starting the conversation. Close that. And we introduced ourselves to each other. Her name is Sherry. We had a not so long of a communication though. I found out where she works at and where she lives. It's about 5 to 10 minutes drive from my house. But I didn't get her phone number because I didn't ask for it. Page 4. And so my plan of going out with her is ruined. But not totally, because I still have 3 days left. And all I gotta do is go to her work at the right time and take it from there, and hopefully I'll still have at least 2 nights to take her out. And if it fails, I could always wait. I am a very patient man, you know. And isn't it... What's this? And isn't it? But to eat the fruit when it's ripe. Oh, okay. And isn't it best to eat the fruit when it's ripe and sweet? Open close parenthesis, and tasty and juicy. In either case, failure or success, I could always turn to my other Sherry. What? there are more than one Sherry. As a matter of fact, she called me today and she wanted to do something that could mean many different things, if you know what I mean. And so I said, okay, whenever you want. And this Sherry is hot. I mean, she'll set your blood boiling. She'll set your blood boiling. Just imagine a typical sexy California blonde. One of the best kind here in States. Okay, so I'm assuming that he is American. Though if I have a choice of between the two Sherrys I've mentioned, I take the first Sherry because I really got a feeling for her. Open close parenthesis, emotional. While on the second one, it's more of a physical attraction than emotional. Concerning my other activities, though it's mostly boss, I'm not really sure what this is, woman and sex. I've been shooting birds in my yard, open close parenthesis, front and back, when I'm home and bored. Otherwise, I'm sleeping or eating. My school won't be back till April 23. Last page. Page 5. And then after 4 long weeks because finals are coming up, real vacation, open close parenthesis, 3.5 months, starts. Now I'm going to try to get 2 jobs to save some money because I've got 3 major things to do. First, and most important, my registration fees for fall 84 semester and books. Second, I want to get my other car fixed, open close parenthesis, the one I wrecked last July 1983, and painted. And last but not least, you take a guess. Of course, there's some other things I want to save money for, but though there are the priorities, and they might cost me my whole savings during the summer, June to August. But I'll be more than happy if I could get those things done, even if I end up penniless. Well, this is long enough to put you to sleep, so I'm cutting out and giving you time to rest. I don't want to strain your eyes. By the way, did you get the message to Noel? Probably not, but that's okay. Just get it to him whenever you can. Just give my regards to the rest of Nave. Is Nave like a military group, or I'm not really sure. I'll be waiting for your reply for now. No, I'll be waiting for your reply, for I know you shall return, just like Douglas MacArthur. Navely yours, Erwin. P.S. I'll let you know what happened to me and Sherry. Which one? Well, I don't know yet, but I'll let you know. I just hope it's good. Well, hopefully for me, he goes and ends up happy with the first Sherry, the one that he's emotionally attached to. Unlike the first one, because unlike the second one, he said that he's only liking her because of her physicality. That is the end of this letter, and if you have any comments below about it, then just comment it down below and tell me whatever you think. And if for some reason you know who these people are, even though there are no surnames mentioned, come on, just comment it down below. Also, there's something about letter writing. There is something about letter writing that really amazes me, and that's why I treasure this. It's true, pure, and it's not as easy as texting someone. It's like you're giving extra effort, and there is more personality when you write a letter, unlike a text or an email. It's digital. It's the human touch. It's not there anymore. If there's There's human touch, but not as much like as writing a letter. I sometimes write letters to my friends, but not to my family members. And that's only to my close friends. And hopefully you write a letter to one of your friends or family and give them to them, and they will think that it is unusual, because nowadays, yes, it is. And let's just see what the outcome is. Also, if you're still with me, comment down below, when was the last time that somebody sent you a handwritten letter? And if you also want to add, tell me more about it. Who the sender is, what was it about, and just like this one. Okay, so that is the end of this video. Hopefully you like it. I really like the letter of Erwin to Itus. So, thank you guys for watching. Bye.